welcome back. It's a Freaky Friday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. We're at the Newsmax headquarters in Midtown Manhattan. We are in the Question Tequila Studios. And we've had a fine whippersnapper of a show today, and it's getting better every minute. I was a little late, so it took me a couple minutes to get my feet under me. But Frankie's back, and back with us again is Deric Scott. He's the Vice President of Metals.com. And Deric, you've been with us before. Thank you for joining us again on Liquid Lunch. And
thanks for having me.
Great having you. And there's a lot going on with cryptocurrencies and the markets and the inverted yield curve. And I guess people are every so often using gold as either a flight to safety or a hedge. And why don't you give us a little estimate on what you're looking at? And my partner here, Frank Morano, who you know, he recently invested in a gold ETF because he's following Metals.com. What do we have in store for us going into year-end in the fourth quarter?
Well, number one, Frank, I would recommend you get the physical metal, mainly because you can actually insure the physical metal. ETFs are not insured, and they're also going to be subjected to the same type of liquidity issues that brokerages are going to be facing, according to JP Morgan, UBS, Interactive Brokers. So what we're seeing is a few things. We're seeing a third of all interest rates in government debt around the world posting negative yields. So approximately $17 trillion in government debt is in negative interest rate territory. Alan Greenspan and the President of the United States, Donald Trump, have also both spoken about how negative interest rates need to start coming into the United States. It's inevitable. So as we continue to see negative interest rates rise, we're going to see a demand for gold continue to rise as well. There's also talk about going cashless. The Wall Street Journal and Market Watch, they had a wonderful piece about talking about how Stanford University, Harvard, MIT, they're all working on white papers to get rid of cash and switch to e-dollars. And the only thing that makes the politics line up, as they said, was the next recession. So when you have negative interest rates, most people's knee-jerk reaction is they're just going to take their money out. Why am I going to pay the bank to hold my money, right? But if there's no dollars, there's no exits from the banking system itself, which is also making gold very attractive. I mean, you have to realize, as far as a hedge, as far as a safe haven, those are all wonderful words to use. But in the last 50 years, gold has doubled in value 43 times. Wow. So let me just say that gold's doubled in value 43 times over the last 50 years. It's up 4,300% since 1970.
Deric, you're going to have to come back on Monday so we can continue this conversation, because I have a number of questions about my ETF and how the trade war affects this whole thing. Do come back on Monday, because we haven't even begun to scratch the surface, and we have a number of questions for you. Have a good weekend, Deric. Thank you.
God bless. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, well, that was your little metals report and gold. Take a quick break. Hour 2, right after this.